As a much welcome summer approaches in Michigan, we can reflect back on another successful year in 2018. Our focus as the State Trade Association for all of Michigan's 220 credit unions has been and continues to be on advocacy results, promoting the credit union difference, providing great information and training resources, helping credit unions with this seemingly never-ending compliance burden, and then in tandem with CUSG to provide great solutions to help credit unions of all sizes be successful. Now, before I turn it to Patty Corkery to talk more specifically about our 2019 priority focus, let me recap some financial results for MCUL and affiliates that are found in this year's written annual report, because we're committed to being transparent with our membership, obviously. 2018 was a solid year for the MCUL on a consolidated basis, but our net income did take a hit from the effect on MCUL and CUSG's investment portfolios in the equity markets. Obviously, the stock market was down in 2018. And since the MCUL has substantial member net assets of $73.6 million, the league targets a break-even position each year. And that is why our member dues are so low, in fact, the lowest in the country. However, due to the falling stock market in 2018, as I said, the effect on both MCUL and CUSG's equity investments led to a reduction in member net assets, unrealized losses on those investments of $4.2 million for 2018. Despite these challenges, CUSG had strong net after-tax income of $4.8 million in 2018 and was able to pay dividends to the MCUL and the other approximate 100 investors for the 6th consecutive year. So thank you for your support of the MCUL and CUNA, and now I'd like to hand it over to our EVP COO, Patty Corkery, to cover a priority update for 2019.
Thanks, Dave. I'm happy to provide our membership with a glimpse of our 2019 priorities, beginning with our advocacy focus. We are watching the progression of housing reform legislation in Washington and how those changes may impact our industry. Discussions surrounding GSE housing finance reform continue to pick up speed. We are also monitoring the affordable housing bill that was recently reintroduced by Senator Elizabeth Warren. The updated version of the bill appears to remove language that would have subjected credit unions to the Community Reinvestment Act, or CRA. However, a new provision in that bill appears to increase regulatory burden for credit unions that add underserved areas to their field of membership. With CUNA, we are currently monitoring any and all action around this bill and other housing reform bills. Our goal is to make sure that the interests of small lenders like credit unions are protected. On the topic of cannabis banking, the House Financial Services Committee recently voted in a 3-to-1 measure to pass the SAFE Banking Act, also known as H.R. 1595. If passed into law, this bill would provide credit unions and other financial institutions with a safe harbor to safely serve their members' related needs in states where, like Michigan, cannabis usage is legal. We will be sure to keep you updated on any progress made on these bills. Here in Michigan, the state is moving forward with initiatives to regulate and license cannabis providers. Just last month, Governor Whitmer signed an executive order dissolving the Medical Marijuana Licensing Board to be in effect on April 30th. This dissolves the board and places medicinal and eventually recreational marijuana decisions under the state's Licensing and Regulatory Affairs Department. It is anticipated that the Lara-based Marijuana Regulatory Agency will expedite the licensing approval process. Cannabis banking should not be a partisan or a philosophical issue. The MCUL and CUNA simply believe that credit unions need a safe harbor against potential federal regulatory overreach in this area. Industry representatives, along with Dave and I, recently had the chance to sit down with Governor Whitmer and discuss the current state of the industry and how credit unions impact Michigan communities. We covered topics such as data security, cannabis banking, financial literacy, and the credit union mission. We found this meeting productive and look forward to building upon our relationship with Governor Whitmer in the future. As we discussed the epidemic of security breaches with the governor, data breach legislation bills were voted unanimously out of the House Financial Services Committee. These bills would provide for a 45-day notification window in which merchants who have experienced a breach would have to provide notification of the breach. In addition, this legislation also provides a carve-out for small businesses. We are proud to say this is a good step in the right direction, and we look forward to meaningful solutions to address this important issue. On the regulatory front, we continue to monitor and weigh in on current and proposed rulemaking by the NCUA and DIFs. It is always vitally important that we receive input from our credit union industry on these proposed rules so that we can most effectively advocate on your behalf. Looking forward on advocacy, we encourage you to continue reaching out and participating in advocacy efforts by hosting legislative events to discuss our issues and to promote the credit union difference. We look forward to continuing our advocacy initiatives in Michigan with our state GAC and Capitol Day, and back to Washington, D.C. with our Hike the Hill in October. We hope you will continue to join us. Your engagement in advocacy makes the difference. When CUNA announced the Open Your Eyes to a Credit Union campaign, the MCUL saw an opportunity to expand the voice of the campaign and maximize the CUNA League partnership. Our research shows that statewide consumers already know that they're eligible to join a credit union. However, many consumers perceive that credit unions are not as convenient, tax-savvy, or diverse in service offerings as banks. This national level reinforcement tie will help debunk these myths, regardless of geographic borders. Starting this month, we are investing more than $2.2 million in a 12-month media plan that focuses on overlapping engagement on cable television, radio, mobile devices, and social media. Credit unions who have contributed to the CU Link campaign will have access to utilize some of our materials for their own advertising programs. Full Fair Share credit unions will have a broader range of templated advertising collateral available to use, plus the added benefit of utilizing up to half of their contribution for marketing purchases through our partners. Each April, we celebrate National Financial Literacy Month. As a result, the Michigan Credit Union Foundation, or MCUF, assists in several statewide initiatives and financial reality fairs that reach thousands of families in hundreds of schools and libraries, with the message that credit unions care about improving financial futures. From the Money Smart Kids Read initiative to the High School Personal Finance Challenge, we are encouraging the next generation of credit union members to be fiscally ready for their future. Our outstanding education and events team continues to plan and execute great events like the Spring and Fall Leadership Development Conferences, the Fall Executive Summit, and numerous other specific topic events and conferences. They are affordable and local, and they provide credit unions, both large and small, with great education options. And of course, at this year's annual convention and exposition, we will have hosted close to 1,000 credit union advocates for training, networking, and fundraising for CMN hospitals. This year's AC&E in Detroit will give us a great opportunity to showcase and celebrate all that credit unions do for our members in Michigan. Finally, on the compliance front, in addition to our existing Destination Compliance Hub that provides information resources from MCUL and CUNA, we are excited to announce a new compliance product in Michigan in conjunction with Maryland-based Affirmex. The Affirmex product will bring a full-service compliance management service to complement the self-serve ComplySite product already used by over 40 Michigan credit unions. Complemented by CUSG's compliance consulting services, the Affirmex partnership will expand the MCUL's vision for helping credit unions with governance, risk, and compliance services. On behalf of Dave and our whole MCUL team, thanks to our Michigan credit union community for directing and supporting us in these association efforts. Now, back to you, Dave.
Okay. Thank you, Patty. Year after year, the Michigan Credit Union League builds on its value proposition of providing high-quality association services with very low dues to fund our operations. And as I mentioned in my introduction, we're able to do this in part because of the success of CUSG. As a roughly two-thirds owner of CU Solutions Group, the Michigan Credit Union League has a uniquely low reliance on member dues due to the profitable products and services offered by our national CUSO, in addition to the investment returns from the strong MCUL capital base. With that in mind, CU Solutions Group closed 2018 on a strong note, and we've carried that momentum into 2019. Last year, CUSG operating income grew by 12.5%, but the negative performance of the stock market affected CUSG's equity holdings in the same way that it did the MCUL. As a result, pre-tax net income was off slightly at $6.5 million in total. But the good news is that after-tax net income was a strong $4.9 million. We're proud of CUSG's financial success and how it allows the MCUL to operate with the lowest member dues in the nation. As many of you likely know, CUSG underwent several important structural changes that took effect on April 1st of 2019. First, our 22-plus year veteran COO, Drew Egan, and my good friend, announced his retirement at the end of this year in 2019. Drew has done amazing things for our organizations and for me personally as president and CEO. He will be missed professionally and personally. Now, because of this important change and to begin implementing the creation of new subsidiary units, in fact 5 new subsidiaries authorized by our CUSG board, there are several title changes and subtle adjustments in responsibilities for our senior team. Each of CUSG's senior team members, Lisa Rizek, David Dean, Aaron Adams, Brandy Stankovic, and Tim Bowman, have changed titles to COO of their respective new subsidiary LLCs. Now, our Technology Solutions team has expanded its strategic partnerships with companies who have much to offer credit unions and their members through innovative technologies. Our new reseller agreement with real estate tech company NestReady gives CUSG exclusive rights to their home buying experience solutions for the credit union industry. This is an alternative to Zillow for credit union members offered through their credit union. This allows us to integrate that solution into the credit union mortgage lending process for credit unions. Another promising partnership is with CU Ledger, who will be investing in CUSG's fintech company, LifeStep Solutions, and our mobile banking product, LifeStep's Wallet. Shifting to our Marketing Solutions division, the Sprint Credit Union Member Cash Rewards Program continues to grow participating member deposits. Sprint Cash Rewards have been deposited into more than 3,900 credit unions nationally. That's over 70% of all credit unions. Speaking of members saving money, though, the Marketing Solutions division worked to ensure our Save to Win PrizeLink Savings program had a strong first quarter this year, welcoming more than a dozen new credit unions to the program, including the first programs in Virginia and California. We also continue to see good growth in the gas station TV program across the country as well as in Michigan. We've also seen this level of expansion across our Performance Solutions division. Our core products, Performance Pro and Compies, brought in considerably higher sales last year and continuing on into 2019. We're also excited about our new investment in Canada-based CU Training. Moving forward, plans are in place for integration with Performance Pro, as well as selling this great learning management system product nationally to credit unions. In the first quarter of this year, we saw the launch of Governese and Planning Pro, 2 new solutions to help credit unions with their planning and governance policies. A successful pre-launch sales period saw nearly 20 sales between the 2 products. And finally, moving on to Strategic Advisory Solutions, our risk management and leadership experts have already secured close to 30 speaking engagements and sessions on a variety of critical leadership topics. Now, a big announcement for this division in the first quarter was the acquisition of the majority ownership of credit union sector rights to Affirmex's patented risk management tools and services. This will give us the ability to deliver an even more robust suite of governance, risk, and compliance solutions to credit unions of all sizes across the nation. So as you can see, both MCUL and CUSG are working with our partners to deliver top-notch association services and great tools and advisory services that help credit unions of all sizes be more effective. We share a mission, as you know, that we're passionate about. That is to help credit unions serve, grow, and remain strong so that together we can make an impact on people's lives. We thank our fabulous credit union community for your support and engagement. We value the direction and support that you give us, and we're fortunate to have a dedicated board of directors for both MCUL and CUSG, led by our chairs Karen Church and Pete DeZuris, respectively. Thank you for letting us be a part of your success.